Why do we delay things that take just few days, but carry the stress of it for months, sometimes even years? It could be a simple habit, a small task, an important decision. We know it's important. We know we should do it, but still we don't do it. That is procrastination. Welcome to InnerQuest Healing Talks, conversations for stress to bliss. I'm your host, Raveendra Murthy. In this episode, let's understand something very simple yet very powerful. Procrastination. Yes, what is procrastination and why do we do it? And more importantly, why does this show up in every area of our life, be it personal, relationships, career, and money? This is what I call as the 4 zones of our life, the PRCM zones. So let's understand what is procrastination. Procrastination is not just delaying a task. It is delaying something you know it is important even when you have time to do it. And when you delay it, you don't feel relaxed. You carry it in your mind. Oh, I should have done this yesterday. Okay, I will do it tomorrow. That's why procrastination is not just about action. It's about mental load and emotional stress. Let us decode why we procrastinate. Most people think procrastination is a time problem. If it was really a time problem, you would probably delay everything in life. Do you agree? But you don't. You have time to scroll your phone. You have time to watch videos on Instagram. You do things that feel easy. So, it's not about time. It's about how a task makes you feel. So that is where I basically divide these tasks or the goals that we procrastinate in the different zones of our life: the personal goals, the relationship goals, the career goals, and money goals are 4 different distinct buckets. So let's look at how this shows up in real life. So let's explore personal zone goals. It could be simple things like starting a workout, fixing your sleep, or sleeping at a particular time of the night, meditating for 10 minutes every day. So these are small and can be done within a week, but we say, I will start tomorrow. So this is a simple thing that comes to the personal zone. Similarly, let's look at relationship zone. It could be a simple task like calling your loved ones, calling your parents, calling your friends, having a honest conversation with your partner, spending quality time with family. So we delay these not because they take time, but because they require emotional effort. And coming to career zone, here also there are various goals that we may be having and tasks that are lined up. For example, updating your resume that you've been wanting to do for quite some time. Or it could be completing a certification for better career opportunities, preparing for a meeting. Again, these are important and sometimes even urgent, still we delay them. And the last, which is money zone. It could be tracking expenses, starting an investment, reviewing finances. Again, these are simple tasks, but we avoid them the most. So when it comes to procrastination, we can also term this as short-term and long-term procrastination. And here is something very important. We procrastinate both short-term and long-term goals as well. So short-term could be some simple habits that you want to introduce in your life or take some quick actions. And if you don't do that, they create daily stress. Oh, I did not do this today. It could be as simple as paying a utility bill, and you procrastinate and you tend to do that tomorrow, or I will do it tomorrow, and tomorrow you forget. Maybe it's the last day and you have the stress, or maybe you don't have time tomorrow to actually go and make the payment. Or many times it also happens like you want to do a payment online because it's the last day and there is some problem on the online site. Yes, these are some of the typical issues which create daily stress. Next, long-term procrastination. What is that? It could be your career goals regarding the career growth that you want to plan, health goals, financial freedom goals, or having better relationships. So all these things cannot be done overnight. It is over a period of time, maybe a couple of months or even years. And these are also important goals, and we typically procrastinate. And these create pressure, and many times we regret. So, across all PRCM zones, the pattern is same. The task is small, but the emotional resistance is big. And because of that, we delay and carry stress all through. If you look at your life right now, think it over. There should be at least one goal, either in your personal, relationship, career, or money zone, that you have been postponing for a while. And again, that one delay is quietly creating stress in your life. If you agree with me, wait for my next episode. We'll go deeper and we'll understand the different types of stress created due to procrastination. And if you want to break this pattern, join my Procrastination Breakthrough Masterclass, where I will give you a very simple formula, what I call the 3A formula, that will help you to transform from stress to bliss. So if this episode gave you some good information, share it with someone who you truly care. This is your host Raveendra Murthy. Thank you for joining me today. Take a breath, take it slow, and remember, bliss begins within.